Karen Woods from New Moston has not had an easy life. She's lived on the streets. She became pregnant at 14. She's also suffered from domestic abuse.
Now, she was not so much illiterate, but definitely had struggles with numbers and words at the age of 35, but decided she needed to do more and fulfil her dream of writing a book. She's now a published author twice over, and she joins us now on the couch. Welcome to the show, Karen.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on an amazing success. You don't mind us saying that you are 40 years old now?
I am 40, yeah.
Nothing wrong with 40.
No, life begins, life begins.
And you were 39 and you thought, right, I've got kids, I've never really, you felt not really made anything of your life professionally. Now's the time at 39 just to do something about it.
So that's what I thought. I thought, right, I've always had a story trapped inside me, and I thought, right, this is it. So I started writing, I wrote it all by hand first, and then obviously I had to put it all onto the computer, and once I'd done that, I was sat looking at it thinking, right, what do I do with it now? So then I approached me English tutor, Chris Ansell, and she loved it. She said it was raw talent, make sure you do something with it. So I appeared in the local paper, The Advertiser, asking for a publisher, and then I found a publisher, and everything's been brilliant since then. I just can't believe my luck.
Can we go back a bit, though?
Of course you can.
What brought you to the point of being at 39 saying, I want to write a book, and having an English tutor? Because the description that we had in the introduction there doesn't sound like a lady who's going to go on to write a book. What happened in the interim period, Karen?
Well, what it was, through the council, I worked for the local council, they sent me on a wellbeing course, and you had to write down your goal, and what would it be? So I did feel a bit geeky, really, and I thought, right, I want to write a book. So that same night, I went home, and that's when I started it, and I thought, that's my goal, that's the dream, what I'm going to follow.
And you found an English tutor and moved from that onwards towards the writing?
To the thing, yeah, because obviously I didn't have no qualifications. I left school with nothing except me swimming certificate or something like that. And then, obviously, when I got my English qualification, that gave me the tools to write the book.
So you've now got 2 books. Second one hasn't been published yet.
It's not, no.
And you're already thinking of your third one, and
of course.
It's a little bit kinky, this one, is it, your third one?
It is, yes.
Look forward to that. A little bit saucy, she tells us. So there's lots of books in you. Just find now, in this past 12 months, that they're just all flowing out of you.
I think because I come from a council estate, there's stories in all the characters that you meet. If you've only got to sit down and look round, and I'm sure you could find somebody to write loads on. It's the background that I've come from, and I think that's where all the stories are coming from now.
How much of you, then, is in the characters in your book? Is
you've
Missy
got to use parts of yourself, otherwise you couldn't write, and the experience of myself and friends has become Misty, the character. So I think it's every girl can relate to this book and the journey that the girl makes in the book, because it's a struggle through life. Her family's come from a broken home, and she suffers from an early age domestic violence from her boyfriend. So it's actually turning her life round, and the way she does that, and I think it inspires other women to read the book and think, right, if a young girl can do it, so can I.
So apart from the books then, and you being now a published author, which is so exciting, what kind of reaction have you had from friends and family and the public? Have they been really encouraging?
They can't believe it. They cannot believe it at all. Even I can't believe it. Like, I look at me book on the internet now, obviously, and I think, wow, that is really me. I've wrote that book, and it's just something that I'm going to have to get used to, I think.
And what would you say to anybody else who's thinking, well, you know, I'm 39, 40, that's it for me, no dreams, no goals?
Never. Life begins at 40. And the people who read my book, 4 things I want them to do. I want them to laugh, cry, think, and I want them to change. So hopefully I can inspire other people by my book, obviously, to change and turn their lives round.
Your book might inspire other people to change their lives, but what was it that pushed you over the edge at 39? I mean, you'd had this life that we've described, you'd got your qualification, but what just made you say, right, now is the time? Was there kind of a road to Damascus moment that...
I don't know. I think your kids have grown up. You sat there, they're playing on the Call of Duty, and the book was my Call of Duty. I thought, right, this is what I need to do now. I've always wanted to write, and I don't just want to be someone who goes to work all the time. I want my kids to look at me and think, wow, my mum has done it. That's what I want to do, definitely.
I'm sure that's what they do. The book is called?
It's Broken Youth, and you can pre-order it from Empire Publications, and it's out at the end of January.
I wish you the very best of luck with it.
Thank you, thank you both.
Very nice to have met you, Karen.
Thanks
very much indeed.
Thank you.